Don't forget to join the Discord and follow the stream, everyone. I had a ton of fun playing games with you guys last time and just all out failing in solo queue, so come by and say hi after the video, because I'm live, right now. And probably tired, so don't judge me. Can we talk about this? Hypercarries are slowly becoming a rare breed. These days, Riot seems to be doing everything in their power to turn League of Legends into a team game versus allowing 5 monkeys stand up and queue together, headbutt their keyboards in unison, and hit platinum via champ pick alone. Carries aren't as powerful as they used to be. The days of a LeBlanc getting a kill early, meaning your team had to FF in 3 minutes, are gone. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find a newer character in League that doesn't have at least one team-based ability or effect. Almost every champion now comes with CC, there's an array of damage reduction items and shield items to keep people alive, and Janna and Soraka can still cuck harder than a wife's boyfriend. The meta's been being pushed to turn the game into a genuine 5v5, which is great, if you have friends. However, if you don't happen to have 4 buds you synergize with online at all times, playing a game with even one random feels a lot like a Power Ranger taking a day off. I mean, it's kinda threatening, but how's the Megazord gonna walk with one leg? And if you think this looks bad, solo queue these days looks like this. I don't even want to get into the logistics of this analogy, so I'm gonna let you walk away before we get more confused, but I think the point is pretty clear. In a world that lacks synergy, you have to fend for yourself. Choosing a character that deals mixed damage, is great at split pushing, has an ultimate meant for fighting, and has a decent engage. A character like...
No, mother.
Why are you always here? Jax is one of the last solo carries in League of Legends, because alongside being a burst-heavy, high DPS tank that can split push until the cows come home, grow up, and move out, he can build however the fuck he wants in order to adapt to the matchup. Whether he needs to split push, team fight, or outright rip everyone's ass right off their body, Jax is almost always the right guy for the job. Except for dealing with emotional baggage. I told him I went through a breakup. He came over with a box of kerosene and some matches. Do not talk to him about your problems. Jax's passive is to gain up to 11% bonus attack speed per auto attack, stacking up to 8 times. What this means is the longer you're fighting Jax, the angrier he's getting at you, making you realize halfway through the fight that he was just pretending to be bad. Jax's Q Leap Strike is an attack that can target anything. Enemies, wards, plants, even Steven from accounting. He'll most likely use this in tandem with his stun in order to make you stand still, or just as a way to juke the shit out of anyone because of the low CD in the long range. I don't know what his mom fed him for breakfast, but I'll assume with hops like these, it was a lot of frosted mini yeets. Oh, editing that took so long. Jax's W is an auto attack reset that deals an ass ton of bonus magic damage. It can also be used in tandem with his Q to add bonus damage to that for some reason, even though the Q doesn't count as an auto attack, and I don't really know, that's confusing. Since it's an auto attack reset and up incredibly often late game, consider it a mix of pseudo attack speed and bonus magic damage. His E is the reason he's so hard to trade against. For the next 2 seconds, Jax spins his stupid lamppost over his head and enters a defensive stance. While in this stance, you cannot auto attack him. Every time you try, the actual counter-strike deals more damage. After a second or two, Jax swings his lamppost and stuns everything in a cone in front of him for 1 second, dealing a decent amount of damage that is increased by every dodged auto attack. He's hitting you, he's getting stronger, all the while dodging all of your auto attacks. I'm gonna interject here and say that I stared at my wall thinking of an analogy for this part for about 20 minutes, and maybe it's the sleep deprivation, but all I came up with was... This is like fighting a tornado full of boxing gloves in a counterclockwise fan exhibit. Because the fans would speed up the tornado you can't hit, and it's hitting you with the boxing gloves. And I am just so fucking tired. Jax's ultimate is a 2-part special. Passively, it grants Jax an empowered auto attack every 3 autos that deals a ton of bonus magic damage, and actively, it's just resistances for the next 8 seconds. Literally, it's just tank stats that don't fucking matter because you probably won't be able to hit him in the first place. I don't get it. It's like putting a plate of armor on a ghost. You can't duel Jax's most characters because he hits harder than you, moves faster than you, and is tankier than you. And he can change his build path on the flip of a coin to further counter whoever is dumb enough to meet him in the streets. Build attack speed, build tank, or build the new Essence Reaver because I don't know what's going on anymore. I feel so old. And if you don't send 2 or 3 people back to deal with the late game split push of Jax, he'll just take your Nexus in the next few seconds thanks to the push power he gets from 2 auto attack resets and a Triforce he has built in his core items. He may be a Grandmaster at arms, but I promise his legs hurt just as much. He doesn't even use a real weapon. He uses a lamppost to make light work of anyone that's dumb enough to face him. In short, if a Jax is BMing you in lane, it's best to leave him alone. It's better to catch the shade than the whole goddamn lamp. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Can We Talk About This? If there's something else you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get to it. Also, come stop by the stream. I should be streaming right now and it'll be fun and I'll be really happy to see all of your lovely faces in chat. But that's all I gotta say. Go over there because that's where I'm at. And I think that's it. And I love you. And please don't judge by play. I didn't sleep last night so that I could release this video today. Okay, that's it. Love you. Goodbye.